welcome back to another speed build video. My name's Jess and today I'm building in Newcrest on a 30 by 20 lot, and today's build is a really light and bright suburban family home. And this build was really heavily based off of a picture I saw on Pinterest, so I'll try and remember to link that down below because it is a beautiful house and I think worth seeing it. And I should be able to find it because it's one I've seen a few times now floating around on Pinterest. So you can see I'm making quick work of doing the front of the build, and I added in that detail on the chimney based on the picture, and I think it looks so nice. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, I just downloaded it from my gallery because if you don't know, I always pre-build all my speed builds. So I build it all one time and then I rebuild it while I'm recording. I just find that is easier for editing and goes so much faster for me. It makes recording a lot less stressful, but I will say it does take quite a bit of time. And on a day like today, which this is a fun fact for behind the scenes, I had a file corrupt on me, so I did have to rebuild a significant portion of this build, so that kind of sucked, and it meant that I built all this exterior stuff a couple times, but that's okay. I am still really happy with how it turned out, and I will say it got easier every time to build, so at least there's some positives. So out in the back, you can see I'm really trying to fit in as much activity and skill building as I can to the outdoor space. I just really wanted it to be a functional space for a family and allow for a lot of different kinds of gameplay. So there's a movie area outside, a fire pit area, a gardening area, and then a play area for the kids. So I was really happy with what I was able to fit into this space. And of course, you got to have a grill area. So that's kind of what the deck holds. And then I did add a little bit of a knitting spot just because I imagine this is a family home. And somebody in the family would definitely use those rocking chairs to knit. So you can see we're working on the exterior now. We're done with the exterior and we're working on the interior. And the interior of this build, I really wanted to keep it pretty cool and modern, with a little bit of a boho kind of flair. So hopefully you'll see that as I'm building kind of reflected in how everything looks. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I did use quite a bit of NoCC art, which if you don't know, that's art that you can download on the gallery that people have uploaded, and it won't be tagged as CC, so you can use it in just a normal build, and your build won't get tagged as a CC build. So pretty cool. So I used a couple of those, and I'll be sure to link those down in the description if you want to get them off the gallery yourself for any build you're doing. But you can see I finished up the entryway, and I'm starting here on the dining room. And in the dining room, I wanted there to be a little bar cart area, and I really love using this table from Paranormal. Is it Paranormal Stuff? I can't remember the full name, but the Paranormal pack. And I think it works out so nicely. I'm really happy with how that little dining room turned out. And you can see this house has a massive kitchen, and I think it's so beautiful. Definitely one of the kitchens that really suits my personal style. I think it's really nice and light and bright, but still pretty modern. So I used one of my favorite tricks with the tool mod, and I used this simple trash can from Base Game, turned it around so it could be a range hood. And I think that looks really nice. And you can see I'm just creating a custom stack of books to begin adding to the shelf. And this is definitely the long process of cluttering up the shelf. So you'll see what's about to happen is a lot of clutter because this is a lot of shelf to put items onto. So, of course, it's not one of my builds without a cluttered kitchen shelf, but I will say this was next level for me. I had a lot of fun, but I did find it challenging to clutter up this much and still make it match with what we kind of have in game. So I did use a lot of debug, and of course a lot of items from Bloom and Room, Dream Home Decorator, and that kind of terracotta pot is from Journey to Batu, and I just love it. I think it works so well as a cluttering up piece. I think like we don't have a lot of just terracotta pieces, and I think that looks pretty close to terracotta. So I really like it, and you can see I'm adding in some more NoCC art, which I really love this set, and I wish I could remember. I usually write down the names and have them next to me, but I totally forgot to write them down. But this set of paintings I really, really love and was happy to find. So definitely be sure to check it out in the description below. But I'm almost finished cluttering up this shelf, and I think it just looked really nice. And I have to say, like, there are some times where I'm like, I think that I did a pretty good job there. And when I was finished with that kitchen, that's how I felt. Just so you know, I did kind of move around some of the objects on the shelves because I thought they were a little bit too low. So I raised up the shelf with the objects just a few units, and I think it looked a little bit better that way. So now we're working on the TV room. And again, I wanted to keep this pretty simple, minimal, modern, with a little bohemian flair. So I kind of used lots of Dream Home Decorator stuff. And I think that rug from Tiny Living, I think that's what it's from, I thought that was the perfect rug for this space. And you can see quickly I added in a nice little library area and a chess station, and then quickly worked on the downstairs bathroom, which I was really, really happy with how that bathroom turned out. I just love that wallpaper from Eco Lifestyle. I think it works so nicely, and it's such a beautiful blue. But I went ahead and just did the upstairs bathrooms, kept it pretty simple, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. And now quickly working on the parents' bedroom. So again, pretty simple bedroom. I wanted to make it look like there was sort of a closet door there. So I used windows. I was having some like glitching problems. So I think though it turned out pretty well, and I'm happy with it. I did want to add just a little bit to the entryway, and now we're working on the last room, which means the build is coming to an end. I really love how this kids' room turned out. You can download this whole build on the gallery. My origin ID is SimmeredJess. I hope you're having a great day, and thank you for taking time to watch my little video here on the small corner of YouTube.